So, hello everyone. Welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. These are the full moon in Pisces, now you see it readings. And for them, I am using my Mirror of the Soul Tarot, my archetype cards by Nicole Myths, and two of my own custom decks. One is my energy alignment deck, all right, light and shadow on each side. This deck is a one-of-a-kind right now, but at some point it will most likely be in my Etsy shop, so make sure to favorite the shop and keep tabs on me. Keep tabs on me and what I put in there, okay? I'm also using my new Divine Conversations deck, all right? And this is created with the intention, because no matter what energy we're in, sometimes in particularly stressful ones, or ones where we're worrying a lot or dealing with a lot of fear state, we have a very hard time hearing the mirror conversation that Spirit's trying to have with us to keep us on track. And so this is to make sure that you do get a clear communication from Spirit as to what the mirror conversation actually is, all right, so that you can stay in high alignment despite circumstances that may be challenging you beyond your control. Okay, so we are going to be using those 4 decks today. I do just want to take a moment and thank all of the individuals who participate in these events and purchase the secret code names, because without them these events would not be possible. Thank you very much on behalf of everybody who enjoys these messages and heals in divine time, because you know the whole point of these readings is that even though they do belong to an individual, and this personal reading for them is relevant to the time and space in their life that this recording is taking place, you know, the unfoldment of the full moon in Pisces over the next 2 to 4 weeks, there's messages in here that are timeless, right? And divine time for those who are drawn to a secret code name or resonate to a secret code name pops out at them, stands out to them for whatever reason. There is a message in here for you. So thank you to everybody who participates, not just in their own healing, but the healing of everybody else that catches these. You are greatly appreciated. And if you are one of those souls who are drawn to it in divine time and are grateful that, you know, there is an individual out there who wanted to be present for you in energy, no matter when you catch this, drop a thumbs up, put a like on the video, leave a comment, say thanks, you know, whatever you feel, you know, as an expression of gratitude that they were able to be here for you today in spirit, right? Truly grateful for everybody who participates in these. And with that said, we are going to get right into it. All right, so this is secret code name Anakin. Yes, like from Star Wars. All right, so Spirit, please give us some insight into the characters that secret code name Anakin is dealing with, so that they can see the situation clearly. Who are the characters at play? Who are the characters at play that they need to see clearly? Who are the characters at play that they need to see clearly? Secret code name Anakin. Interesting. Got the Exorcist archetype, right? Exorcist archetype. Who are they dealing with? I feel like there's more. right, so we also have the victim, the gossip, and the child divine with the exorcist. Let's get some energetic alignments on them, please, Spirit. That's crazy. I have them all in the light face up, and we've got 3 shadows out, except this one. All right. Anything else? Where does it need to go? Let me know. All right. Interesting. Top of the deck, we have self-secure. Bottom of the deck, we have paternal wounding. Overall energetic alignments. Let's get some insight further into each of the individuals. Do it that way. Give me one more. All right, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. Top of the deck is the 8 of Cups. Give me a story, Spirit. Give me a story with these people. What's going on? All right, bottom of the deck is now the Sun. Top of the deck is the 3 of Wands. All right. So the first person we have, and one of them is most likely you, take these how they resonate, okay? The Exorcist. In their shadow, they have a fear of facing their own demons. Okay, so they're probably constantly focusing on the demons of others, the shadows of others, and trying to relieve others, free others, or cure others of their own demons. Okay, constantly working on others. In their light, they free themselves and others of destructive impulses. That is the real way to cure demons. Okay, to get rid of demons, to exorcise them, is to free yourself. To free yourself of them so that their destructive impulses can no longer take effect on you. At some point, everybody will do this to these types of people that are seriously dealing with demons, right? Whatever their demons are. Serious fucking trust issues, addictions, instability, whatever it is. But the exorcist has a serious fear of facing their own demons. So they're constantly focusing on other people, other people's demons. Second individual is the victim, okay? In their shadow, they're playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. They have an inability to maintain personal boundaries. In their light, they prevent you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Now, person number one, right, we have this unstable energy. Unstable energy, it's root chakra work, okay? Not feeling like the reality is secure or needing other people in the reality to keep it secure. This person is not actually stable. And they make poor investments in others and will not let it go. They chase reciprocity, pride. They got a pride issue. Chasing reciprocity. They make poor investments in other people and won't let it go. Chasing reciprocity. Well, I've already invested so much in these people. If they don't heal, right? If they don't heal, then I've wasted my investment. So you keep investing. It's like going to the casino on a slot machine and losing all your money, so you're tapping the ATM, trying to win your money back. But it's like a lose-lose because it's a never-winning slot. It's a never-winning slot machine. You will never get back the energetic currency that you invest in. This second person, the victim, who plays the victim for positive feedback, has that inability to maintain personal boundaries. Like, this is the kind of person who wants to hear, like, it's okay, you're strong, you can do it, you're capable, it's all right, just do this, just do that, you can handle it, I know you can, like all that positive blah blah shit. And in the meantime, they're partaking in behaviors or actions that cross boundaries, cross personal boundaries. Because they don't give a fuck about your boundaries if they're in need of, you know, a positivity crack hit. It's just definitely the way it feels. Feels like someone who is constantly needing help, constantly needing advice, constantly acting out. I have problems. Look at me, fix me, which is perfect for the exorcist, right? Because the exorcists don't want to focus on themselves. So they're constantly trying to help this other person who just plays the victim. This person is ungrateful and feels entitled, which means they probably feel like life fucked them over and they're entitled to some positivity, which is why they just fucking take it from people. Life owes them. They were dealt a shitty hand. And they're not independent. They're capable. It came out sideways. And I feel like they want to be independent. They're capable of being independent. But they choose not to. They're dependent because of this victim mentality that they have. They are more than capable of being independent and on their own. The exorcist won't let it go, though. The exorcist won't let it go, though. The exorcist invested in the victim, trying to help them slay their demons. But so long as the exorcist is trying to help the victim is feeding off the exorcist's energy. They are capable of being independent and would be independent from the exorcist and anybody else if they weren't feeding off anybody else. But they are. They're feeding off of people. They're feeding off positivity, the good graces, the compassion, the mercy of people. Now, the gossip in their shadow thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information and betraying confidences. They don't actually keep a secret. This person doesn't actually keep a secret. In their light attribute, they awaken consideration for the feelings of others and honor trust. They share knowledge for the sake of healing, because they know sharing that information will heal, not just for the sake of gossiping, because they have the power of secret. They know everything. Person can't fucking be trusted. This person has a I am a failure mentality, and they're constantly escaping. They negate their own feelings out of compassion for others. They negate their own feelings out of compassion for others. So that's the excuse this person uses. Well, I'm telling them what you told me because I thought I could fix it. I thought I could heal it. I thought I was going to better the situation. When their own feelings are telling them maybe you shouldn't keep the maybe you should keep the secret. Maybe this person you're keeping a secret for needs a talking to. And you got to go deeper than just gossip. Have to have an actual soulful conversation. They know better. Soul-wise, discernment-wise, they know better. They're overriding their discernment for the sake of gossip because they love the power of feeling like they know everything and that they control the dynamics between everybody because they have all the gossip. This person can't keep a secret. They will always talk to another person behind the back of another person, and vice versa. And therefore, the gossip is controlling the entire situation. They will use whatever knowledge they gain to empower themselves against everybody else in the dynamic. The child divine, and this may very well be a child just because of the image on the card. But this is someone who in their shadow has an inability to defend themselves against negative forces. They are at the mercy of the other three people in the dynamic. In their light, they're innocent, they're pure and redemptive. They suggest a special connection with the divine. This person is optimistic and self-approving. They know that the three people that they're around are fucked up in whatever they're doing. The child divine understands that they cannot control the negative forces around them, but are very aware of the negative forces around them, and they're self-approving. They know they're not like the other three people. They know they're not. They make it a point in their own head to remind themselves, like mental note, I will never be like that. They're taking spiritual notes. That shit's toxic. I will never do that. If someone tells me a secret, I'm going to keep it. I'm never going to be the victim. It's unattractive. And I'm never going to save someone who doesn't want saving. Who's capable of saving themselves and just using people for pity. I never want to be a burden like that to people. This person is taking notes. And they are optimistic. They know they're not going to end up like the other three. I don't feel like they could ever be the other three. But they're internally conflicted. Okay, they're internally conflicted and dealing with strife. Lots of strife, discord type energy, disharmony. They're definitely an innocent bystander in this dynamic, right? Secret code name Anakin. The exorcist needs a new beginning, and they are the stable foundation. Okay, so the exorcist is the enabler with the Ace of Coins. The Hierophant clarifying the victim. Okay, this is someone who truly is potentially a workhorse. They can do a great deal as far as manifesting with Taurean energy in the Hierophant. This is also someone that anybody in this dynamic could have been married to. because the Hierophant sometimes represents marriage. And on a very subconscious and or unconscious level, they know they're in someone's reality in order to push them into their own strength to face their own demons. Exorcist, right? The Gossip is the Hermit. This person is very lonely, which is probably why they partake in so much gossip. They have a lot of inner demons to look at themselves, which is probably the connecting energy, right? Not being self-secure. Being afraid. Top of the deck. Being afraid. Paternal wounding. It was things learned from the wounded father in these dynamics. Copying the negative or shadow attributes of the father and bringing it into current dynamics. Wherever the father fell short in their healing, that's what's healing within this dynamic right now. Now the story going on. We've got the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Coins, which means there's definitely lies or thieving energy within the home. So these are most likely people that you live with. And the cords need to be cut. Okay? The cords need to be cut. There's 3 people here tied to the King of Swords. The princes in this deck are the kings. Because we have princesses, knights, queens, and princes. And the princes are the kings. And he's got this huge sword, right? This golden sword of truth. And he's got to cut the cords. This child divine could end up being the King of Swords later. And the child divine will absolutely cut all 3 of these energies off later when they are able. And I'm feeling it so clear. They will have nothing to do with these 3 people. Nothing. They don't want to be nothing like them. They don't want to have anything to do with them. They're all fucked up as far as this person is concerned. How they're perceiving everybody. And it all comes down on the Exorcist because they're the enabler. And when the cords get cut, because I feel like there might possibly be another energy outside of this. Okay. Because if this is the Exorcist who the enabler is shifting from, coming through as the King of Swords, I doubt they would be cutting the child divine. So they're probably cutting these 2 people and 1 other. Especially because there's technically 3 people on these 2 cards. You might have 2 people that are very gossipy. 2 people that are very gossipy. And they use this excuse, well, I tell and I talk because I care. No, they like the power that comes along with controlling the situation with the gossip that they know. When these 3 people get cut off, it causes a lot of arguing. It will cause a lot of arguing. A lot of secrets might come to light. There might be a very narrow path out of the situation in order to regain control and fortify the self. In order to protect yourself with your own power. With the castle surrounded by the moat here, the power card with the 4 of coin. And now you see it. Right, now you see it because this is the actual dynamic of the energies and the people involved going on. The Exorcist is enabling the victim and everybody is giving power away to the gossips. And the innocent bystander that is like, fuck all of you, as soon as I can get the fuck away from everybody, I am, like, never coming back. That's the divine child. They can't defend themselves against the energies of these other people going on. But they're definitely learning what they never want to be. What is the conversation Spirit is having with you that you may be missing with all of these shadows around in the mind? What is the mirror conversation that Spirit is having with you that you may be missing? What does Spirit need you to know in the mirror? The mirror of this dynamic. If you've blocked someone you love, and you know you do, even through your pain, acknowledge you are doing or involved in something blocking yourself. Loosen up. If you've blocked someone. And block could be literally like blocking on social media. It could be blocking them out as far as not talking to them, blocking them out as far as not responding, like ghosting. And you know you are wasting your money spending it on the wrong things. Help yourself. You're probably investing money into the situation with these people and their fucking shadows. It says pay off your debts and save. They're not your problem, especially the victim. If you're wasting your money on them, taking care of them and providing for them, they're fully capable of being independent. Like, don't get it fucking twisted. As soon as you step out the picture and stop being their crutch, like literally, this is the type of person that would be like, I need you as a crutch. I need you as a crutch. My spiritual legs are broken. And as soon as you walk away from being the crutch and they're standing on their own 2 feet, they walk just fine. Their legs aren't broken. They walk just fine. You understand? Like, see it clearly. Like, now you see it. Full moon in Pisces, now you see it. How are you blocking yourself? By blocking out someone or losing touch with someone or not reaching out to someone that is actually in alignment. How are you blocking yourself? The Exorcist, yeah, they're definitely enabling all of this shit. The minute they fucking leave, the victim is gonna walk away like they're not even fucking wounded. Like they have no fucking problem. And the gossips will have no more power or control over you. They're judgy. Darling, you are more capable than you've given yourself credit for. Simply commit. Commit. Forever, now, and always. You got to commit. You've got to commit to something better. You've got to commit to something better. Yeah, the bottom of the deck. Who or what are you making excuses for? Why? If you don't be honest with yourself about them, you'll become them. This is what Spirit's trying to tell you. Why are you making excuses for these people? Why? If you don't be honest with yourself about them, you'll become them. This is secret code name Anakin. If you're not honest about the shadow of their perspective, you will become them. This is why Anakin became a Sith. He was not honest with himself about the shadow that they were dealing in, that they were empowering themselves off of. The fear state, the ego, the power and control. He was not honest with himself about the shadow that he was being inspired by. And he became one. He became them. He became the shadow. He became dark. He let the hurt change him. He let the hurt define him. That's what you're at risk of. You're at risk of becoming what is essentially an NPC. You're devaluing your spirit. You're devaluing your soul. You're devaluing your highest good path. You're completely devaluing yourself. You're not facing your own demons. All right. That's secret code name Anakin. My love and support is with you. Please drop a like if you have not already, and leave a comment if this has resonated with you. For sure, let me know. All right, and I will catch you next time. Take care.